plenty of nice experiences back in Kenya and also in Germany. I am currently hosted by the University of Bonn, as I said earlier, the Geography Department or Geography Institute. And the fellow students that I met in Kenya were wonderful. So most of my memory or favorite moments that I had in the Translocal Learning is from them, and I'm very happy to have been part of it. So the Kenyan program where we went, we had a short in-class learning, as the Translocal Learning suggests, students in Germany and also students in Kenya in a classroom, but divided by distance and also time. And also, after the classroom sessions, we had to have an excursion in Kenya. So we got to travel. Being a Kenyan and going to different parts of Kenya was a wonderful experience. I went all the way to Isiolo County, Meru County, in Naivasha. We went to Laikipia, went to flower farms, and I'm an avid lover of flowers. So it was a wonderful experience. Having coffee, walking around the green carpets of tea in Kenyan landscapes that I haven't experienced. You know, being there and walking along the rows of tea plantations and seeing it on a magazine or seeing it in a TV screen is a different experience. So that is a memory that will stay with me. And also coming to Germany and landing in Frankfurt, it's my first time out of Africa. So that's a memory I think I will keep for life. And coming to the University of Bonn, seeing the structure, the old structures that are there, in contrast to when you come to Cologne and you see, in my experience, Cologne looks like a futuristic city with different types of architecture, compared to Bonn, where you see the old types of buildings and you see the River Rhine. Beautiful to see that. And my best experience being in Germany, I think, is going on the Dragon Hill, Drachenfels. That is a memory that will stay with me, and hiking also. A lot of wonderful memories to keep. Yes, for me, as I mentioned earlier, my particular kind of training is in anthropology, where I took a 4-year program in a classroom in where I was, in Kenya that is, and in Nairobi. To move and learn as a local and staying in that particular field is different to this program, whereby you are having a classmate that is in a different distance. In Bonn, the geography department, my classmates and I were learning in real time through technology for sure. But we were both listening to the same teacher, the same time, in the same space. Well, in this case, it was a digital space that we were both learning from the same teacher. That's a unique experience. But in the local learning or normal or traditional learning, you have the teacher in front of you and the student is facing the teacher or facing the whiteboard or the blackboard. But in this case, you had students in Germany who were also facing the same teacher, and students in Kenya who are also facing the same teacher and learning the same concepts or the same theories in real time. So that's what makes the translocal experience unique. But we were both classmates in that case. I don't know how you can describe it, but both me as a Kenyan master student and a German master student being in the same time zones, in an essence. That's what makes the translocal learning unique. We were lucky, I would say, that we were the first pioneers of this type of learning, and the program is already perfect in my own understanding, but maybe the aspect of bringing different students, pursuing different disciplines together, and there are two kinds of learning in this case, whereby the students are learning from the teacher, they're learning from the same texts or literature materials that they're both using, and they're also learning from each other the fact that they have different individual experiences, different cultural backgrounds, and different academic fields. another thing about the translocal learning is not just the learning and thinking about what research is about, or what happens in this course, or in a collaborative kind of learning program, but it's the doing part. But for me, I felt the doing part of the research was a bit short, because we had about 2 weeks to do field work, and given that every one of us comes from a different background, and having a different kind of approach towards research, data collection, data analysis, it wasn't time enough. Maybe the next group could have more time to do research. And also, for the ones who are coming from a social science background, we had an idea about what a research process entails. But those who don't come from a social science background, kind of, in my view, I felt were lacking. So they kind of got a crash program on what it means to do from the beginning of identifying a research problem to the final stage. And 2 weeks is just, it was enough time. We made it work for our group, but for the next group to maybe consider people who don't come from a social science background, to have more practical research skills and also research and related knowledge. The experience in Germany has been wonderful. I have been on the go-go, and also being fortunate to participate in the ECAS 2023 was wonderful. The city of Cologne was welcoming. I was fortunate enough to take some few tours in the city, and witnessing the diversity that you find in the city of Cologne. That there's a beautiful mosque. As a Muslim, I was very happy to visit that site and see how accommodating it is, how much green spaces you would find in Europe. At the same time, having students from all over the world in the University of Cologne, and similarly in the University of Bonn, was a wonderful experience. I have not felt a single moment whereby I was standing out or feeling like I'm out of place, and I'm happy about the conference that is ECAS, which was more geared or catering towards anthropological research and publications, and the many researchers that I've met in this conference. It's a wonderful experience that I will keep for life, I think. So thank you so much for having me once more.